Certainly some momentum now for Team South Africa. It was really an exciting and nail-biting event, that 100-meter breaststroke competition, where you had Smith just edging out by just fractions of a second there, her Chinese competitor, bringing home the gold. This can kind of set the tone for what's to come. And as you mentioned, also bronze medals when it comes to the men's cross-country mountain biking and the rugby sevens. And the team is now tied for the number of medals that they won back in Tokyo 2020. They won 3 there. They already have 3 under their belt now, and we are just in week 1 of this competition. So there is ample opportunity for these athletes to add to that medal count. Smith is going to be competing in the 200-meter breaststroke women's competition, an opportunity there for her to add another gold or another medal to her stash. And also, of course, we have Wade van Niekerk, the runner sprinter extraordinaire. He's going to be competing in the 200-meter race. He's not competing in the 400-meter, which of course he already holds the world and Olympic record in, set back in 2016. So we have opportunities in the weeks ahead. And don't forget, there are nearly 150 athletes on Team South Africa this year. So even if they're not winning medals this time around, they are gaining some quite priceless experience that they'll be able to take with them into competitions in the future.
So Tony, let's talk about that men's triathlon event, which has been postponed due to the poor quality of the water and the current speeds of the Seine River. Any reactions?
Yeah, I mean, this was the major concerns for the Olympic organizers and also for the athletes, that it was going to be held not in a pool, not in a kind of blocked off area, but on the River Seine, which is has this very long history of being quite polluted. And as you said, the men's triathlon has now been postponed into after the women's event on Wednesday. But the reality of the situation is that both of those events are very likely to be postponed. The water levels, the testing of the water shows that there is a very high concentration of E. coli, 3.5 to 9 times higher than what levels have been set by World Triathlon, which is the governing body. E. coli indicates that there are feces in the water, that the sewage system has backed up into the river, which really should come as no surprise because we've had these heavy rains on Friday and Saturday, and the sewage system, when this happens here in Paris, tends to back up into the river, even though the city has spent $1.5 billion trying to prevent that from happening. And we are expecting perhaps a 50% chance of more rain this afternoon, which is why this event could perhaps be postponed going forward. But the real focus is going to be on getting these athletes in this water if it is safe enough, perhaps on Friday. There's also talk that perhaps the event would be shrunk down to just a 2-leg competition, just the running and the biking, which of course would be a huge disadvantage for those athletes where swimming is their strong point.